Hello everyone, this is Satyam. Friends, this video is going to be the most important, one of the best videos that I made, because in this video I'm going to talk about personality. I'm going to talk about a personality, and this personality, you can say, changed the way of living, changed the way of living of Dalit people. Okay, he changed the way of thinking of people. He ensured a way of Dalit people, of poor people, to be become, to be increase your level, your standard in the society. Okay, means a personality who wrote the Constitution of India. Okay, on which our India, the big, and we know India is a great, one of the most democratic countries. Okay, so India now based on Constitution. Okay, a personality who knows, world knows him for his intelligence, for his intelligence, for his leadership, for his fore-minded, for his foresighted, and his, you can say, he's a very intelligent. He's a very intelligent. Okay, no adverb can fulfill his intelligence level. He's so intelligent. He's very intelligent. Okay, and after telling these lines, okay, you just got that. Okay, about whom I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm going to talk about a great personality of India, Dr. Bhimrao, Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. So, first of all, he is a great person. He is a great personality for everyone. Okay, means he is the inspiration. He is the inspiration. Okay, all of us. He is the inspiration for all of us. Okay, and the works, okay, he did, means he gave the society the most important aspects of life. He gave the society very, means his values that he given to the society is inexplicable. Okay, inexplicable. It is very important that I'm going to talk about. Okay, so friends, I'm going to talk about his childhood stories. Okay, childhood stories, and listen this story. And this story, I think, is very made you so much motivating. You will feel so much motivating. Okay, so just stay tuned and try to understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, I will give it in English, but I'm trying to make my speech so simple so that you all can understand it. Okay, so in 1891, he was born to the poor parents, in Maharashtra. Okay, in the childhood, his mother, okay, his mother was died, and his family, means I said he was born to the poor parents. And the most important thing, he was born in a very low cost. And at that time, the, you can say, at that time if you had born at that time, if we had born in a very poor family, in a very low caste family, no one respect, okay, means their rights, okay, their rights, okay, are not given to them, okay. So he was born in a Dalit Samaj, you can say, in a Dalit Samaj, first thing. And second thing, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, ठीक है, he had a extreme desire, a intense desire to study, but since he was born in a Dalit Samaj, okay, so people, okay, people did not allow him to study in school, okay, in their town, means he couldn't study, but his father arranged, okay, and just he took him to a school, okay. And very interesting story, when he entered, okay, when he was about to enter the class, okay, teacher stopped him to come inside the class, into the class, okay. He said to him that you had to study, okay, sitting outside the class, think, just a small child, okay. He did not take it from, okay. So he studied sitting outside the class, he studied. And one day I said he was extreme desire, okay, he was desirous for studying more and more, he was very, okay, good in study. So one day teacher asked him to solve a question of mathematics. So when he came into the class to solve the questions, student started running and said that, sir, this boy was born to the Dalit Samaj, okay. So he felt very humiliating, okay. So, and when the second thing, when he reached at the blackboard, okay, so beside him the lunch boxes of students, okay, were putting there, and students came to take it away from him, so that the shadow of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar didn't attach to them, because it became impure. So this is the story. And they are, means Dalit people were not allowed to drink water from well, okay. One day he drank water, so people beat him so much, so you can say there were lots of distinct uses at that time, caste distinction, it's said that color distinction, it's said that caste distinction. So this is the very, and these stories, these aspects, these accidents, okay, made him so strong, and he promised himself that, okay, he would change the situation, he would give the same right, because to study in a school, okay, to drink water from a wall is a just, okay, is equal for all, okay. And as I said, he was very good and studied, so he has a passion, he had a strong passion to study more and more, okay. So in their locality there was a king, and the king helped him Okay, the king gave him some rupees, okay, to study, okay, to study in western area, in the western countries. Okay, so he went outside and do the, okay, and do his intermediate and do his 12th in English. Okay, he didn't stop there. Okay, by getting a scholarship. Okay, after getting a scholarship from there, he went to New York. Okay, he joined Columbia University, and he did he did MA. I think he did MA, and he did PhD. He did law. Means he was a great intelligence person. He was a great intelligence. Means he had a great intelligence. No one can measure it. It because it is unmeasurable. And for Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, he had very means he was very intelligent. So he did that, and he had the opportunity to work outside to make their future better, to stay outside the country, other country, but he did not do that. He came to India. The king who had helped him, okay, he came to him and said, I wanted to work with you. Okay, the help that you given to me is very important for me, so I wanted to work with you, he said to the king. Okay, so he worked as a great post. Means at that time, that was, I think, secretary post. So it was a post of, means it was a great post at that time. But the distinguishes also were there. Okay, the peon who worked, okay, in that office, okay, he used to give the files, okay, to throw. Still he was not allowed to drink water from all. So he decided to change all these things. Okay, he decided to change all these things, and he changed. Okay, and he equalized everyone. Okay, so he was the great personality that they have to learn about him. He changed everything. Okay, another thing that I'm going to talk about, that Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Okay, so he did everything, and he was married to Savita Ambedkar. Savita Ambedkar, and I think he had 4 children. And one by one, they died, and just only one remained. And after some time, Savita, means his wife, okay, passed away also. Okay, so he was alone, but he worked for the country, he worked for the company, he worked for the nation. He tried to equalize everyone. Okay, means he supported the backside of society. Okay, the back of society means the women. Okay, the Dalit persons who means their rights were not given to properly. So he tried to give them rights. He tried to equalize them, and he did it. And this is the important thing for him, for this personality. Okay, and there is another story that I'm going to talk about, that when India got freedom, so Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru was we know that he was to become the first Prime Minister of India. So he came to Gandhiji to take his cabinet list. Okay, means the name of ministers that would be in that time. Okay, so in that list Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was not present. So Gandhiji, so Gandhiji, so Gandhiji asked Dr. B, Gandhiji asked Jawaharlal Nehru, okay, in this list, okay, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was not present. Why? So there are some discussion between Jawaharlal Nehru and Gandhiji, and Gandhiji, okay, called Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar and make him the law minister, okay, and also made him the chairman of drafting community. This is the important thing, okay, and by serving on all these posts, he write two books. He write many books. He and the most of and the one of his books and that is most important, means every Indian, every citizenship that get their, okay, that get their fundamental rights, that get their every rights according to that book, and the book is the Constitution of India. This is the most important book. And this book, if you read, you will find out that you cannot imagine how intelligent Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was. How intelligent. Okay, he was very intelligent. Okay, and the books that he wrote, on the basis of that books, RBI, okay, RBI was set up. RBI was accomplished. Just think, a man, okay, a boy, a personality who was born to the poor parents in a very low level, and just see where he reached. So in this story there is only one thing that we have to focus on: education. Books, knowledge is very most important thing. Okay, if any person is rich, so his sons is offspring, okay, is also rich. But if you born to a lower class, to a middle class, then there is only one thing for all, not for lower class, not for middle class, for every person: education is the most important. Repeat it: education is most important. Education is the most important. Knowledge, books, gyan, education, shiksha, very most important. Okay, means a man who was born to the, you can say, the lowest caste, and he just became one of the best, one of the intelligent person. Think, okay, why everyone respects Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar? Why? Because he was so educated. That the degrees that he had achieved in that time, no one can do that at that time. He's a great personality. He was a great personality. And from this story we have to only learn one thing. That education is the most important. Education is the way, education is the tool to change your life, to change the way of living, to change the society, to give something. Okay, so I always recommend that read books as possible as you can. Read books, right? Acquire the more and more knowledge. If you want to respect, you will get respect. If you want to be rich, you will be rich. If you want to be successful, you will be successful. Just only one thing you have to do: you have to study more and more. You have to read more and more. That I want to say. Okay, so he became so respected. Everyone respects him. Why? Because he was knowledgeable. Okay, ही सेड शिक्षा वह शेरनी का दूध है जो जितना पिएगा उतना दहाड़ेगा. मीन्स शिक्षा, एजुकेशन इज वेरी मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट. Education is very most important for all. Okay, so why everyone respect him? Okay, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Why everyone respects him? Everyone respects him because he was so much educated. He was very much educated. For his intelligence, for his knowledge, everyone respect him. Okay, so I highly recommend that read. Okay, read books, okay, acquire knowledge. Okay, because this is the way to change your life. This is the way to change the way of your living. This is the way to change the way of your living. Okay, so शिक्षा, education, ज्ञान, books are very most important. Education is the most important. Okay, he made the first priority education. Education is everything. Education is everything. Okay, so study more books and you will be the most successful person you will get. Okay dear, so all these things that happened in his life. Okay, one story that I remember right now. He means when he was going by a rickshaw. Okay, he was going, and in the middle of the way, okay, the rickshaw man got that they were belong, because he was belong to Dalit Samaj. Okay, so he threw out him. So he threw out him. So all these stories, okay, that makes him so humiliating, changed him. Create passion in him to change the way, to change all these things that happening right now. Okay, today India is a very powerful country. It's a great democratic country, and every country respects India, and every country respects India. Okay, and the name of India is famous to all. Everyone knows him. Everyone knows India. India is a great big democratic country today. And Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar equalized everyone. Okay, every society, every person, he equalized them. Okay, now you are equal. If you want to be, now everyone is equal. Everyone is same to same position. If you want to go up from this position, then we have only one source, education. Only one source, books. Only one source, Gyan. Only one source, Shiksha. So you have to focus on all these things. Okay, dear friends. So I hope this video is very helpful to you. And there's only one thing that you have to focus on: education, Shiksha, Gyan is very most important. Books are very most important. Means they can change your life. They changed your life. They change your life. They will change your life. Surely they will change your life. Okay, dear friends. So I hope that you have loved this video, you enjoyed this video. Okay, I am trying to explain everything that I know about him. So in the next video I will tell some stories about Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, the great freedom fighter Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, so we will discuss about him, and first of all, thank you very much to watch this video. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you very much.